Everybody, welcome to Trading Capital's exclusive analysis. In today's video, we're discussing natural gas. Looking at the daily chart of nat gas, it's quite impressive to see that this could be potentially either just a dead cat bounce off of an extreme oversold condition. I mean, when nat gas tried attempting a breakout here, reversed off of high volume, never got the follow through. Basically, that was a failed breakout. 318 all the way, seeing a decline down to about $2 on the session, just over $2. That's a significant downward pressure move, and that's the problem with a commodity like nat gas, is it tends to try to punish people for late chasing. We're talking about a 36% decline in pretty quick succession. Now, obviously the question is, are we hitting major support? When you look at this down upsloping trend line, pivot low, boom. You just tag that basically later in the week last week, and then you've got 3 days of follow through. The big level that you now need to get above in terms of being more bullish is getting a close above this daily red bar candle. You can see the last 3 sessions have really still been an inside bar action, looking to actually go a little bit lower. But with this type of oversold condition, don't be surprised if it does get through this area and actually try to retest at the minimum of 233. I think that there's a strong likelihood that 233 is probably going to be a big retest area, and that's going to be the make or break. You know, you go back to this 2020 pivot low, all the way through these pivot lows over here, bounced over here. This was your big technical breakdown and rejection that sent you to basically sub $2. And then you had a big trend reversal bounce, which is almost where we broke out recently and got rejected at pivot high, potential failed breakout. Now, if this is a support level that holds, then you have a major daily chart inverse head and shoulders that potentially could be forming. And obviously the upside target would only be valid if we were to break out and truly break out. This is just all speculation, but for the time being, don't be surprised if nat gas gets a nice little dead cat bounce, and then we'll just have to see if it gets a move to 233. Some interesting price action I'm going to look at. EQT. This is a nat gas resource play. I mean, take a look at this volume ahead of earnings. I mean, my oh my. That's a crazy volume bar, basically 66, and it just so happened to be a bit of a bullish reversal where you had a gap down, negative on the session, and then a huge buy program came in to this overall equity price. So certainly very interesting. If we just actually remove everything from this EQT chart, we can see that there was a big technical breakdown that occurred from this trend line here. So you can see that that's the area that EQT needs to recapture and get back inside this parallel channel. But that's an interesting volume bar that I'm paying attention to, because it might give you some insights that maybe nat gas is potentially starting to bottom here. We look at UNG. UNG is also one that's so oversold. I mean, we look at the weekly chart of UNG. It's just been chopping in this huge channel that I've been watching for quite some time. And the interesting thing is we seem to just be at the low of this channel, where right now there's a good risk to reward basis for nat gas, especially with this oversold condition that may be coming in. Now, granted, this is in a major technical downtrend once again. So with downtrends, you have to be always careful that there could be a continuation move to the downside. So just obviously position yourself accordingly if you are to play this crazy volatile asset. On that note, thank you all for watching this video, and we'll see you on the charts a little bit later.